What did I say? I told you guys Leicester was going to beat Man City, and look what they did. Although I did say it was going to be a close game, and actually turned out to be one-sided. Honestly, Leicester could have won 4-5-0. It was that type of game. To review last week's predictions, I actually got 4 out of the 10 results correct. So I got the Arsenal result correct, the Leicester result, the Newcastle result, and the Chelsea Man United. So 4 out of 10, it's not too bad, but I expected to get a lot higher. So right now I'm averaging 50%. By the way, guys, you guys absolutely smashed it. You got 7 out of the 10 results correct. So yeah, that leaves you with a 65% prediction accuracy. I need to step up. Wow. Alright, let's move on. Let's crack on with this weekend prediction. First up, Sunderland against Man United. Now, Sunderland, they got that really good result against Liverpool away. Man United, on the other hand, they drew against Chelsea, conceding a last-minute goal. So, two teams on opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of form, or recent form at least. So I'm going to go with a draw. Alright, next up, Bournemouth against Stoke. Bournemouth at home actually have been really poor. I saw a stat on Twitter the other day. They've won 2 games out of their last 9 home games, which is pretty surprising, honestly. I thought they were doing much better than that. Stoke, on the other hand, they've been awful home and away recently. So I think Stoke is going to bounce back with a surprise win. Next up, Crystal Palace against Watford. Interesting game because both teams will want to bounce back from their recent dip in form. I mean, both teams were doing really well in the first part of the season. You know, again, a lot of wins and a lot of goals. Crystal Palace especially. Watford, they've really dropped off since Igalo and Dini have stopped scoring the goals. So I'm going to go with a draw. It's Crystal Palace, Watford draw. Next up, Everton against West Brom. Everton's at home, West Brom's away, therefore Everton will win. It's that simple. I just don't think West Brom is capable of winning an away game. I can't remember the last time I've seen them win away. It's been that long, honestly. Everton win. Let's go. Next up, Norwich against West Ham. Norwich, they've dropped off the map, haven't they? Really. West Ham, they've got Dimitri Payet. They have a really good team, but I think Norwich, I'm going to make it really difficult for them. So I'm going to go with a draw. Alright, next up, Swansea against Southampton. Swansea have been on and off recently. Southampton, maybe they've picked up their form a little bit from the end of last year. So I'm going to go with a Swansea win. Why not? Swansea's going to win at home. Alright, next up, Chelsea against Newcastle. Chelsea have drawn the last 4 games at home. They really need to start picking up the points. And Newcastle have been picking up their form since the January transfer signings have come in. But I think at home, Chelsea really need to win. So I'm going to go with a Chelsea win. I think it's going to be close. 3-2 maybe. Alright, that is it with the Saturday games. Let's go on with the Sunday games. And wow, what a game. Biggest game of the weekend, probably of the season. It's first against third. It's Arsenal against Leicester. Oh my god. This is a huge game for both teams. This could literally decide the title. Actually, maybe it's too early to do that, but it's a really big game, a 6-pointer really. Both teams were really up for it, and I think it's just really hard to predict this one. I really want Arsenal to win, obviously, but I'm gonna go with the draw, just because I think both teams are gonna really go for it. And at the end, I think it's gonna cancel each other out. Next up is Aston Villa against Liverpool. The worst team in the league won last weekend. You guys see that? Holy shit! Aston Villa beat Norwich 2-0 last week, and Liverpool drew against Sunderland. Benteke is facing his former club. I don't think he's going to play anyway. But I'm going to go with the Liverpool win, mainly because Aston Villa have been really bad. Easy decision. Alright, last up for my predictions. It's second against fourth. It's Man City against Tottenham. Probably second biggest game of the season after Arsenal. Wow, what a weekend, honestly. Top 4 is playing each other. So it's going to be a really big weekend, especially that Sunday. Man City haven't beaten a single team in the top 6. That's really surprising. Honestly, I can't wrap my head around it. Tottenham, we all know they're playing really well right now. I'm going to go a similar prediction to my Arsenal-Leicester match. I'm going to say they're going to cancel each other out. It's going to be a draw. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to go with the Man City win. I think it's just time for them to step up, honestly. What are those big game players? They need to step up and they need to get Man City those points. So I'm going to go with the Man City win. Alright guys, those are my predictions. I actually have 2 guests this week. But before I send you off, don't forget to vote below. Links are in the description. Alright guys, so like I said in my previous episode, I was going to bring a guest. Here is my guest, a friend of mine for a few years now. He is a Man United fan. You want to introduce yourself real quick? That is definitely going in the video. I know, just introduce yourself real quick.
Hey, what's up guys?
No one gives a shit. Alright, predictions. So I give you guys my predictions. This time I'm going to let my guest give his predictions. We're going to start off with the first match of Saturday, which is Sunderland against Man United. Man United fan, what do you think?
Sunderland are a very poor team this year. Man United win easy.
Next up, Bournemouth against Stoke.
Stoke fans, don't be too upset. but Bournemouth's gonna crush you guys on
Yeah, the 3 Stoke fans that are watching this, don't be upset.
2-1.
Alright, 2-1. Third game, Crystal Palace against Watford.
Probably gonna be the least watched game this weekend, Crystal Palace and Watford. But I think Watford probably will pull this one out. Troy Deeney hat-trick.
Troy Deeney hat-trick. Alright, fantasy Premier League players, put Troy Deeney in. Make him your captain because he thinks he's going to get a hat-trick. Alright, next up, Everton against West Brom. And just before you give your prediction, I just want to mention that Romelu Lukaku has scored 7 goals in his last 7 games against West Brom.
Is that for real?
No, that's complete bullshit. What's your prediction?
Everton was honestly my dark horse at the beginning of the season to win the Premier League. Obviously
To
disappointing.
win the Premier League, wow.
Yes. They're actually my second favorite team outside of Man U. No, West Brom's defense isn't too bad. Actually, no, they're actually pretty shitty. Everton's actually probably gonna win.
All right, next up, Norwich against West Ham.
I hate Norwich's uniform, so I'm going to say West Ham.
All right, let's move on. So next up is Swansea against Southampton.
You know what? I'm hoping for Southampton win because I just dropped Gomez off on my fantasy team on Swansea. So,
why do you still have them? All right, so you go Southampton win.
I'm going Southampton win. Graziano Pelle. Yeah, I'm out of water.
Why'd you ruin it? Final game on that Saturday. It's the late kickoff. It's Chelsea against Newcastle.
Okay, so this is going to be my bold prediction. Chelsea, very inconsistent this year. Chelsea, Newcastle, you know what? Is this home or away?
This is home. Chelsea.
This is home for Chelsea. Newcastle fans don't travel well. I think Chelsea wins.
Newcastle. Newcastle fans don't travel?
Yeah, they don't travel well. Like they don't go to the other stadium. Newcastle.
Wait, what's the result? What's the score?
6-0.
Chelsea will win against Newcastle 6-0 because Newcastle fans don't travel.
Yes, and Gus Hiddink will get the ball on the sideline. He'll touch it. He'll touch it at least once.
What the hell? I don't even know what that was. Let's just move on. Big game on Sunday. It's my team, so just be careful. All right.
Is it Crest there? I love the run Leicester's on. It's beautiful for soccer.
Whoa, you can't say that on this channel. Say it properly.
It's beautiful for football. Arsenal, honestly, another inconsistent yet good team. They did get the result last time they met, 5-2, and I think that's going to happen again. I think maybe
another
not
5-2.
Maybe not the same scoreline, but probably another convincing win. I'm gonna say it's close. I'm gonna say it's a 1-0. Convincing win. I'm gonna say it's close.
Dumbass motherfucker.
Moving on. Next up, Aston Villa against Liverpool.
Liverpool are so bad this season that they sent Klopp to the hospital. Aston Villa is the worst team in the league. If Liverpool didn't have Klopp, they'd probably be in the same place.
Wow. Okay, let's remind ourselves that this is a Man United fan.
And even after all that banter, honestly, Liverpool probably still pull it off. 2-0.
Yeah. So how much am I paying?
Nothing.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, there's not even water in this cup.
Last game of the weekend, it's a big game. Man City against Tottenham. Last game that they played in this season, Tottenham smashed Man City 4-1. So yeah, Man City against Tottenham. What's your prediction?
Tottenham on a run. Convincing. You know what? I think this game's gonna go tie.
So that is my guess, my friend Freddy's predictions, and we're just gonna move on real quickly to one of my subscribers who actually got in touch with me and gave me his predictions. So check this out.
Hey, Delfinity here. Thank you to Ahmedino for inviting me on your channel. I'm here to do the Premier League predictions, so let's go. First game, Sunderland v Man U. I know Sunderland picked up a decent draw away at Liverpool recently, but I think I'm going to have to go over Man U away win here. Bournemouth v Stoke, both clubs are doing relatively well for what they wanted to achieve at the start of the season. I'm going to go with a draw. Palace v Watford, I think the Garlo is going to inspire Watford to an away win here. Everton v West Brom, Everton are scoring freely at the moment, so I'll have to go over home win. Norwich v West Ham, Norwich have just dropped into the relegation zone. I know West Ham are high flying at the moment, but I'm going to go with a draw. Swansea v Southampton, Southampton have kept a clean sheet in their last 5 games, so I'm going to go with them keeping it up and getting an away win here. Chelsea v Newcastle, I think Chelsea have drawn their last 4 home games, and Newcastle have improved, but I think Chelsea will go and win this one. The biggest game of the weekend, Arsenal v Leicester. Leicester are having a fairy tale season, and considering it's on Valentine's Day, I think I'm going to have to go with the team that have captured the nation's hearts and go with a Leicester away win. Sorry, Ahmedino.
No, that's not even funny. That's not laughable at all.
Villa v Liverpool. I know Liverpool slipped up against Sunderland and Villa started to play well, but I'm going to have to go over Liverpool away win here. Man City v Tottenham. Obviously Man City just lost at home incredibly to Leicester. I'm going to go with a draw here. Those have been my predictions. Thanks again for inviting me on the channel, and may the best man win.